Peace, world. It's your boy back at it again. Boy Alchemy Fitness. So if you're here on my channel, visiting, stopping by, really appreciate you because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're lending me your ears to hear what we have to say. So please show your boy some LOVE, like, comment, and subscribe, and also share. So this topic has been on my mind for quite some time. Uh, it's about fitness, of course. This is my fitness channel, and I am a personal trainer first. But it's if we take this seriously, we're going against societal norms, which is being fit. And I titled this "Being Fit is Revolutionary," and it truly is. Being in the hospital, like I said before, you watch my previous videos, I've explained how I have over 15 years working in a hospital and had 20 years in the medical field. I still consider being in the medical field just preventive medicine, so to speak. You know what I mean? By training. If you hear growling, that's my dog in the background. Right? So a lot of the illnesses come from people being morbidly obese or overweight. And these have led to a lot of dis-ease in the body. You see what I'm saying? So these are some things that we want to combat, especially in a world that profits off of our ignorance when it comes to our health and wellness. I believe, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe that the FDA and pharmaceutical companies are in cahoots and they want to profit off of our illnesses and our ignorance, by way of miseducating us with our relationship with foods and how we relate to ourselves when it comes to being physically fit and taking care of this fine, well-oiled machine that we call the human body. You know, I think it's better than it's the best molds, as the Holy Quran would say. Allah created us in the best molds, so we should actually um, handle ourselves with care. That's why we call ourselves a temple, right? Always heard one of my mentors say, if a celestial being, whatever you want to call him, like a god, came in to a physical body, right? It's just an example he used. How would that body look? Do you think he'd be sluggish, out of shape, like a sloth? Or he'll be a fit, fine, strong, strapped man or woman, if that's what you believe in. But you get the gist, right? Statistics say that 50% of the American people are overweight or obese. 50%. And this is a first world country with all the advancement in medicine and technology. There's no way they should be 50% overweight. But why is that? Miseducation and ignorance of the masses of the people that they used to manipulate. But that's no excuse. We are the masters of our own destiny. So give a little tips on why we should take it more seriously and to account the responsibility of being more fit. All right, so I got my notes here. Go through it. So one, as I said, it defies societal expectations. You know what I'm saying? In many societies, people, especially women and older adults, are marginalized groups, right? And it's so funny too, because working with the elderly, because they're always neglected, there's no excuse really for them as well. They just need to be taught how to train. Obviously, you're not going to put an elderly person on 800-pound deadlift. When we say lift heavy or moderate, it's always relative to the person and what they're lifting. If I could lift 100 pounds, I'm not expecting a 16-year-old who never lifted before to lift 100 pounds. They may have to start at 20. That's just an example. All right, so keep that in mind, right? And it's supposed to be with society, they expect it to be passive. You know what I mean? And they prioritize others over themselves. So fitness definitely empowers one. So that's why it's revolution. It empowers you. Goes right into point number two. It's power. It reclaims power over your body. We always hear the saying that mind over matter, which is really true, and it develops discipline. You know what I mean, and structure for one's life as well. I always talk about transferable principles. You hear about transferable skills. These are transferable principles that can be transferred over into your everyday life. All right. So this is why being fit is revolutionary, right? Because here we go. It says in the World Healthcare medium culture often dictate how we should look or feel. Getting fit is a way of reclaiming control over your own body. It's an act of resistance against systems that profit from sickness and self-doubt. So it's like the Matrix. So you be being fit, you taking the red pill, right? Also, going to number three, break generational cycles. For all those big bone people. Oh, it runs in my family. No, yo, you need to run in your family. That's what y'all missing. Y'all not running. You see what I'm saying? So fitness can interrupt cycles of sedentary lifestyle, poor health, and limited mobility. So when someone gets strong, eats well, and prioritizes wellness, they become a catalyst for generational change. Like the saying goes, people don't hear what you do, they see what you do. You know what I'm saying? So don't be hearers of the word, doers of the word. And it's contagious. I know. And another thing too, that support system is very important, because I had clients too where they will be doing well, and then close family members will deter them from seeing progress, especially when it comes to females. Oh, you looking bulky, you looking like a man. Let's be for real. Hormones separate us. I have more testosterone. Men have more testosterone than women. That gives us our broad shoulders. And I also did a video about training for your body type as well, your body shape. So break that and stay consistent. All right. 4, it empowers mental and emotional resilience. In my previous video, I touched on with fit moms how working out can help with postpartum depression and things of that nature. Or even if you're a man, you're going through it in life. One way I would say, outside of starting to reading and improve yourself mentally, the second thing I would say is go to the gym. You start feeling stronger, improving your posture. You know what I mean? You walk with a self of dignity because you're building your body brick by brick. This is when we say brick by brick, this is how you build your body. Really and truly. Try it. And not only that, it releases certain hormones. That's why people ask you, do you get your daily dose? DOSE, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. These are like the happy hormones that go on. So that's what happens when you work out. These are the hormones that, or the chemicals that releases in your body to make you feel better. All right, touch on that. Number 5, challenge aging of stereotypes, as we mentioned before, right? Especially with the elderly as well, since they're also neglected. It gives them sometimes a self empowerment. You can't forget about the elderly, and they won't just wither away by them being strong. And they're also inspirational too, because I like to see an old guy in the gym just jacked, like, yo, I want to get like you. So that's something inspirational too, even for younger generations behind. And if they're not as strong or fit, there's nothing to teach them. So I encourage personal trainers to look more for elderly people, to encourage them to get into strength training. As working in the hospital, a lot of times it would be like fall risk. Those who know, sometimes they would injure themselves because their muscle atrophies. They don't have any muscle there to support their bone strength. So like, how you have the cardiovascular system, they're two different systems, but they work closely together. So it is with the skeletal muscular system. Although they're separate, they're interdependent. So you have more muscle, stronger bones, especially for women, because you deal with osteoporosis. Those are one of the things that's a factor in aging, osteoporosis and elderly as well. So by strength training, of course, with proper nutrition, definitely strengthens your bone density, and by building more muscle as well. All right. 6, you reduce dependence. Like I said, I worked in a nursing home, not a nursing home, in a hospital. I've been in nursing homes. This is one thing in life that I'm grateful for. I am independent by God's grace, and you should want to too. You should want to be also until you're off this earth. You don't want to become a burden to anyone. Ask some people who can't move around. I told you, just watch 600 Pound Life. Just watch it and see and come back and let me know. That's power in itself, being independent. Number 7, it inspires collective change. Just by you never know who's watching your story. Many people I've met in the parks and the gym have a story how they started doing it, then their wives did it, or their husbands start going to the gym, their children watch them, so they have to be more inspired to start working out, going to the gym. It's contagious, and people will respect you more because they know you built your body. It's a form of self-respect. You know what I mean? So get on board with that and fight against that system. All right, so I'm going to close with this. I'll read it. So it says, being fit isn't just about looking good, it's revolutionary. In a world that profits off our insecurities, sickness, choosing strength is an act of rebellion. Every time you lift, run, stretch, or choose real food, Lay off the processed food. That's a key too. Lay off the processed food. You're breaking cycles. You're saying, I'm worth the time. I'm worth the effort. I take up space. Start valuing yourselves, people. I'm telling you, people will start respecting you more too. Just try it. Fitness gives you power, not just in your body, but in your mind, in your life. It challenges ageism, sexism, and every voice that said you can't, pardon me. Being fit is just not personal. It's political. It's powerful. It's freedom. So yes, being fit is revolutionary. And you're part of the movement. If you want to be part of this movement and you need some guidance and help, click the link below and I'll be sure to see if I can help you. Until then, train hard, train smart, and train safe. Peace.